Hi friends, this is Atul Patrikar with Sai Patrikar. So today we learn about how to create a Power BI report and with direct query using SQL select query or views. Okay, so now I am opening Power BI desktop. So you can download this Power BI desktop from the official Microsoft website. You can just search here. Now you can see the Power BI desktop. Okay, so you can download Power BI desktop from official Microsoft website. Okay, so you can download Power BI from here. Okay, select language and click on download. Okay, once that setup is download, after that you need to install that setup. Okay, so now you can see here we have option like select data source or start with blank report. So we have blank report, one leg data hub, Excel. You can use Excel and flat file.csv file. We can import the data using Excel, SQL Server, then with sample data and get data from other sources. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new blank report. Now you can see we have multiple types of visualization. You can see there is some stack bar chart, stack column chart. We have this type of chart. So today I will show you the basic table and card visualization. Okay, so now first thing I'm opening my MS SQL server. Okay, so we need to create one view because we don't give direct access to our table to that Power BI. So in some companies or organization, they have created their own service account, and we just provided only the view access to that particular service account because we don't need to expose the other columns. Okay, so now in this the requirement is like they they need the total sum, the total transaction. uh, they need some total transaction from the SQL bank table. Okay, so the table name is transaction. So I'm creating one view under this SQL bank database. Select star from TBL underscore transaction. So we have this table. So the requirement is like they need only the transaction ID, transaction type, transaction amount, transaction date. Okay, so that other columns is not required. So that's the reason we are creating the view. Okay, now create view DBO. So we have mentioned the default schema. The DBO dot is the default schema. View transaction. Yes. Okay, so now I am executing this view. Oh, sorry, there is a already object name in this database. So now I am just add the underscore v1. Now click on execute. Okay, now you can see now I'm trying to execute the view. Okay, select star from view. Okay, so now you can see we have the required column from the transaction table like transaction ID, transaction time, transaction type, sorry, transaction type, transaction amount, and transaction date. Now I'm now you can see here get data. We have different type of data sources: o data, feed, web, text, CSV, blank query. Okay, so we use the SQL server as our database. So the server name is dot and the database is SQL bank. Okay. And here is the direct query. Okay. Select statement. Okay. I'm directly using this view. Now click on OK button. Now this is the verifying the server name, database name. Now you can see we are able to retrieve the data from our view. Okay, so now I'm click on the code. If you want to transform, so you can also transform the data. Now in the right side panel you can see the data is loading, like our view is loading here. Okay, so currently that view name is showing like query 1. If you want, you can also mention directly view name or table name like tbl underscore transaction. Okay, so now you can see we have renamed that tbl transaction. Okay, so now here uh, I am using the table. Okay, so now you can see here we have added the table. Okay, so now filter on this page, filter. So for this we require this all columns. Okay, in this. Okay, now you can see here we have the transaction ID, transaction type, and transaction date. Okay, okay, so we don't need this filter for. So here you can see the all transaction date with the sum of transaction amount, and here is the total transaction amount. Okay, so you can see here. So if you want to change the design, or if you want to change the column name, okay, so you can directly change the column name here in the visualize section. So you can see here we have that style preset, so you can just modify this by using the style from the drop down. We have some text, we have some values, so you can see you can bold that values. You can see the changes applied here. Okay, so like that you can create the any uh, Power BI report with the all transaction summary and the total transaction. Okay, so now the same as I'm going to use this card here in this section. Okay. So in this card, so the requirement is like I need to show the total transaction. Okay, overall transaction with each and every customer. So currently you can see we have 193.83 trillion rupees transaction. So same like you can change the font style. You can increase the font style here. You can also change the color of that font. Okay, you can see. And there is one property like text category label. So in this category label you can add a text. You can also modify the changes here. Okay, okay, so here is the title. So you can add the title name, total transaction till date. Okay, so you can see we have added that total transaction till date. So now like this you can make your own dashboard. Okay, so any user can easily see their details, and they also able to view the daily updates, daily transaction in this report. Okay, so once your dashboard is completed, so you need to save this transaction, save this report with .pbix extension. Like dashboard. Okay, and you need to select the location where you want to save the report. So now I'm going to save this report under my database developer drive on transaction report. Now click on the save button. Okay, so once you save this report, now there is Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so you can see the Power BI app, Power BI. So we required that organizational email ID so that we can add the email ID and we can submit, and under that we can publish this our local report into the Power BI app. Okay, so currently I don't have that organizational account, so I cannot uh, okay, so I don't have that organization email. So in one more thing, in left side panel you can see you also view that layout in the mobile report. Okay, so in mobile report you also able to creating the report. Okay, so like this we can, mobile view is look like this. So I will explain you the more details about this Power BI desktop reports. Okay, so we have lots of reports, so we'll show you the one by one demo. Okay, like how we use the filters, then how we can modify, how we can change the settings, or how we can update that all UI related changes. Okay, so for now, thanks for watching this video. Please do share, subscribe, and like this video. Thank you.